online portal now. This.
There, and Trump doesn't sound like he's going to be one.
It's not. It's the complete opposite. It's like definitely not.
Yeah, and so what boils my blood is when they can just so easily say, nope, not voting, don't care. If it's not our philosophy, almost like you know what I care about literally is the kids that are getting bombed. It's not political for me. It's not about, oh, if my ideology isn't the centerpiece, well, I'm not going to vote. I literally want a pragmatic choice for that bombing to stop, even if it's not the best parties I want.
Sure, we all do. And so, like, even in that, even in your explanation, there's a very clear choice between the two. Very fucking clear choice. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that's my quandary a lot. Because I'll be honest, I almost feel like, what if, all right, let's say I vote for Kamala and she ends up just giving service politically every time she talks. I'm for a ceasefire. I want it to happen. But the bomb. See, for example, one thing the uncommitted wanted was an arms embargo on Israel, right? I know that's unrealistic, but there should be some incentive for them to stop and to incentivize them to stop the bombing. The arms is a good angle, not to just do it.
Fine, but like, consider the alternative. We're finished the job. Parking lot. These are things that he said. And so, like, I don't, more, especially morally, like, this guy is not, this is a fucking, if we're worried about the bomb stopping, allowing this guy, and it's hard to, like, to frame this always as in, like, not voting for somebody, but voting against somebody else, and voting for harm reduction. It is not a very, like, sexy or principled way to look at this, but it is the only way that I can look at it. And when faced with this guy who is using verbiage that Hitler used and saying things about not just Palestinians, but like any immigrant that comes into our country, and just like unhinged shit, and also about this one fucking thing that you're talking about. It's the clear, like, as far as like pragmatism, like, this stance is not as militant as like other people's who are like, I will not do anything until there's a ceasefire. And again, I understand that position, but like, even your own argument here is like, what's practically the best? So like, even if we can get like close to the table, even in that situation, it is Kamala, so that it's not Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like, no question, dude.
I agree with you. I do agree with you. And even speaking to you now, it makes me lean toward voting for her. I'll wake up tomorrow and I might see, like, there was this montage.
Well, keep talking to me, dude. I'll just keep, every day, I'll just brainwash you a little bit more.
Yeah, for example, there was this montage a few days ago where they showed, it was a montage edit of Biden. And of course, they were cherry picking all the times since he's been for a ceasefire, where the bombing keeps going, and the administration says, oh yeah, we want peace, and it just keeps going. So I almost feel like that makes me feel, okay, just because one is hypocritically in the space of politics saying they're for peace, but it never gets done, and the other one is gleefully for it, we're getting this. Wouldn't we be getting the same result at the end?
Sure, in this instance, yes, but then zoom out and think about what he's saying about removing, like, discrimination laws for gay and lesbian people in America and in the military. Think about what he's doing to think about outlawing contraception in America. Think about what he's going to allow, trying to outlaw certain websites in America, like un-American shit. Start tracking women who's doing menstrual cycles. If you zoom out a little bit, it's not just we're both getting the same on this issue. We're also getting a really scary, and also he might not let us fucking vote again it continues to get worse, and the virus spreads the more you zoom out, except with Kamala, where she's like, actually, let's tax the richest Americans so that we can ease the tax burden on the middle class. Let's actually try and codify Roe v. Wade into law again. You know what I'm saying? The further you zoom out, the clearer this fucking gets. Even if you're like, okay, both are the same here, understandable position a little bit, until you zoom out and look at their policies, and you're like, oh, still fucked over here, still pretty good over here. It's a clear decision still, even like as a leftist, you know?
Yeah, I get your angle because you're right. Like the empathy required for a single issue could easily be applied for a multiple issue, and apathy shouldn't even be in the same space to not care about LGBTQ
But I also
and
get
how
like
Trump is going to affect everyone else.
this single issue here is like the extermination of people. So I get that that's a really big issue, and it's a valid single issue. Do you know what I mean? So like, I don't begrudge anybody of taking that stance, but in considering that, if that is where you come to, they're both the same. Then consider other issues where it's not the same. Even if it's just on like the continuation of our democratic experiment, and not sinking into like fascist Russia, like authoritarian Russia, where this guy is in power for 18 years and then hands it off to somebody else who he decides, because we don't want fucking. It is not the only issue that we're dealing with. It is a fucking perilous democratic issue that we're talking about, and all this other shit. Discrimination, gay rights.
People unanimously determined.
Please just go and vote for the blue lady this one time.
Yeah, I mean, my dilemma is Kamala or Novo. A lot of leftists are trying to get me on Jill Stein and Cornell, and I keep telling them, but I see no path of delegates with those
There
candidates
isn't. You're right. There is not a fucking path, dude.
at all.
Period.
It would be an ideological choice, just sitting on your hands of pride of your ideology that gets us nowhere.
You can tell your kids when we're in line for beet rations what a good moral stance you took in 2024, and we used to be able to vote. So yeah, I mean, I agree. So definitely don't fucking do that. Cornel West is not even on the goddamn ballot. There's no path to victory for either of them. Period.
Yeah.
Anyway, appreciate you, dude.
Hey, man. Thanks.
Come back. Feel free. Okay. Why won't this woman Ashley come talk to us? Ashley, we would love a woman voice here. I've asked you to come talk to us a bunch of times, but you just want to chirp in the comments. I don't really understand why. Hey. Hello. What's up, dude?
Hey man, I'm a follower for sure.
Nice.
I am a Republican, but I do like your stuff. Like, I do love, I'm a Republican like who loves both sides of everything, and like I like everybody's,
Sunday
perspective of it, and I just. What makes you want to vote for Kamala?
I'll answer your question off the air, Jordan. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks. I think that people keep saying, like, without mentioning Trump, why would you vote for Kamala? And I always go like, why? Why? No. In addition to like the stuff that she's talking about tax increases for the wealthiest Americans that affects almost zero people, but affects so many other people more positively. I think that her integrity is better. I think that her empathy is better. I think her mastery of like the English language is better. I think that world leaders would respect us more with somebody who has a fucking brain between their ears. I think that she is so fucking qualified. I think that like there is a laundry list of reasons why I think that she is a more capable leader than this fucking guy. That's why I think that. Princess Schlo says she's not qualified. Cool. Is Ashley still in here, dude? She's a cop. Mm-hmm. Yes? What the fuck? Why do they do that? She won't come. Ashley, what's the deal, dude? Just come talk to us. Mute her. No, it's fine. I'm Gio's girlfriend. Who the fuck is Gio? Just come talk to us. How hard is this? Bukowski, come talk to us, please. It's immaterial what your reasons are. Don't vote for dumb Schmittler. Pretty funny. It's okay, other Ashley. Thanks, Marquita. Appreciate you. Dumb Hitler. KP88, I haven't seen. Corsy's in here a lot, though. He won't talk. Why are you guys so soft? Please come talk to me. Just begging you. Hey, baby. Is it time for bed? Kamala slept her way to the top. Corzy, you're so weird. You guys are so weird. Is begging the wrong tactic? I don't know. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Bukowski, why don't listen? You're Cam the man says you're an uneducated individual. Okay? I just want you to hold on. I just want you to witness the brilliance here, okay? These people God damn it, dude. When I love it when they're like, you guys are idiots. You guys are so dumb. Really? Letter U, letter R. Dumb. Irony. Irony. They're not sending their best. April, I think if you swipe left, you can't make the comments that big. I've just recently started doing this. They made the comments smaller. They made the comments smaller on my end. So I have to, like, it's much harder to see the comments now. And they're like, you can see one at a time almost. And it sucks. Only the host can do that. Bummer. Okay. All right. Pretty lackluster live, I'm going to be honest. Jordan, appreciate you, dude. Swipe left. Swipe from the left to the right. They don't make your comments bigger? Thanks, Dynasty. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Kim. They disappear. Kicks me out of the live. Oh. Makes comments disappear. So weird. Clearly it's just me. It's my superpower. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, hi, baby. Hi, cutie. Swipe us into another live. Ashley, dude, you are just insufferable. You kind of look like a Republican now. Okay, great. I'll just invite you one more time, and then you get quiet time. I muted Ashley. My baby. Abdullah's back.
Hello?
No.
I have a question. It's about, I hear a lot of people say, for example, if Kamala Harris wants to do all these things, why doesn't she do it now? Mm-hmm. I don't know much about politics. I'm just trying to hear your opinion on that.
Sure. Like what?
I don't really know, to be honest. I hear a lot of people, specifically on the lives, talking about that. And I don't know too much about it, but I'm trying to hear what you say.
Dude, these people are fucking brutal. MGPT. Midgy Pity. Sure. She's not president. Vice president is very limited in their, like, scope. They're meant to be, like, tiebreakers in the Senate. They, and they're there to take over, basically. And she is not effectively, she's part of the Senate, but there's 3 branches of government, and she's not the head of anything. She can't legislate. She can't write laws. She's just out here doing jobs in office. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Congress writes laws, Senate's pass them. The president can veto those laws. So she's not really involved. So she, like, when they're like, why didn't you do this? That's a question for Joe Biden and an obstructionist Congress. Sure, definitely.
Yeah, like I was watching one video. I think she's saying she wanted to put a cap on the price for pharmaceuticals or something. Mm-hmm. And then I saw one guy do like a duet of the video, and I was like, well, why don't you do it now? And I thought for sure there's a reason, but I don't know, you know.
Sure. So the first of all, when we took back control of the House initially when Joe Biden took office, didn't have the Senate, and Christian Cinema and Joe Manchin, we had a very slim majority, and those two voted independently of the Democratic Party and not sort of in lockstep. So a lot of the stuff that we would have had a majority on voting on didn't pass because of these two fucking people. And so like a lot of the stuff that couldn't get passed was because people were protecting their own power effectively. And so that's in large, like that is the government acting as it should effectively, even though that's very frustrating for the American people. People aren't just like willy-nilly making laws, doing stuff. So a great question to that person would have been, why didn't Trump lower insulin prices? Why?
One last question before I leave.
Sure.
What do you do to get your forearm so jacked? I've seen it live a few times, and I see the forearm fucking busting out. It's crazy, man.
Here's the split: chest,
Yep.
back, shoulders, but not really because my shoulders are fucked from bike racing, and legs. I don't touch arms.
No arms, huh?
Lift to failure as much as you can, and eat your protein. That's it. You too.
Thanks.
Cheers. Capital gains. It's the capital gains, dude. I don't like huge forearms. I don't think I have huge forearms. I had bigger forearms when I played the drums. Unrealized gains. I'm not a trainer. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I'm training so that my back injury hurts less, mostly. So, bang bang, you're gonna get the same fucking thing, dude. I'm gonna request one more time, and then you just fucking quiet down. Quiet down, dude. You don't like big traps? I'm just gonna mute this fucking guy. Sorry. Mute. Oh, what happened? Thanks, Mel. Thank you, Mel. He wasn't running. I don't think he got scared. I think that was the person that asked the question, like, what's bigger than genocide? What's a bigger issue? And I don't know that the answer is anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is no fucking, trust me, as a Jew, I get it. It doesn't mean that other things are not also happening and are also collectively important. And I don't think that framing the argument in America, in an American election, is necessarily a genuine argument. It's not disingenuous necessarily, but like, it's unacceptable. 100%. It doesn't mean that other things aren't happening also, and that those things don't need to be addressed also here. I know that seems crazy and heartless, and I don't blame you for thinking that. I also feel the same way. I don't see it like, It is a very shitty position we find ourselves in. Don't go there. Let's just go to bed. Come here. Sorry. I'm not reading comments. I just, Come here. This is the guy that called me dumb. Democrats are still plugged into the matrix. Here's the thing. Here's counterpoint. Counterpoint, dude. I think that MAGA people are plugged into the matrix super hard. I think that taking the red pill in this instance would be like, oh, actually, what Trump says 90% of the time is a lie. Oh, actually, COVID was real. Oh, actually, things are actually just happening in the world, and I'm just consuming propaganda at a binge-worthy level. I think that taking the red pill would be removing yourself from this fucking cult that you have found yourselves in. It is that comparison is so crazy to me. Like, for you to think that like we're the ones that are brainwashed, despite having none of the facts on your side ever throughout all of this fucking bullshit. It's crazy. It's crazy. You still think that the election was stolen, for instance. You still believe that. Wake up, dude. Take that red pill, dude. Take the fucking red pill. The Matrix, by the way, is an allegory for being trans. So I hope that you choke on that while you think about this. So, anyway. This dude is so creepy. All right, come talk to us. No, you can't. You can't prove that the election was or wasn't stolen. What are you talking about? Scotty 2 Planker. What are you talking about? Also, you're Canadian? Thanks. So many. Tell me your favorite cycling trails. Why, Brody? So you can come and fucking murder me? You don't... You're so weird. I'm just actually gonna block you. I think that I've had enough of you. You're fucking super creepy. Bye, dude. Good luck out there. Ugh. Why are you guys... Listen, the people that... Just raise your hands. If you don't like... There's 980 of you. I have nothing against Canadians. I think it's odd when people in Canada, in Canada, argue on behalf of Trump. I think it's so fucking strange, dude. I said that explicitly because Forsberg's in here. I think it's funny when someone says that something happened when they can't prove it. I know, but in this instance, Scotty 2 Planker, we get it, skiing is awesome. In this instance, the people saying something they can't prove it are Donald Trump sycophants and Donald Trump himself. They are saying that something happened and can't prove it. They are making the claim for years and have zero fucking evidence because it didn't happen. You can't say, I have a fucking unicorn that lives in my backyard. Prove that I don't have that. It would be up to me to prove to you that I have a unicorn living in my backyard. Does that make sense? So one person is making the claim in this instance with no proof. That's why this is so frustrating, is that even your argument doesn't make any fucking sense. Even your argument is not like grasping the reality of the situation. Does that make sense? If not, we definitely request. JC, you should send them my way. Are you a communist? That's all I want to know. I want you to define communism for me, and I'll tell you. Freedom-loving patriot, he says. You define communism, I'll tell you what the fuck I am. Carolyn, I don't think that's a weird... no, I don't. I don't, dude. What is this angle? I'm just tired, man. I don't know what to tell you. We can get prettier. Sorry.